Hey guys, welcome back, BDCKR here, and today we're back with another multiplayer online team. Today we'll be showing off Rebirth Jessica Cruz.
Alright, so what you're seeing here is that none of them have health or damage augmentations, but they all have crit chance and crit damage boosts.
Yeah.
And what we're taking advantage of is, and highlighting in Jessica Cruz, is that even though part of her passive relies on having other Green Lanterns, she doesn't need it. She's incredibly powerful, and the biggest reason for that is, combined with her high damage, which isn't spectacularly high compared to the rest of the power creep that we're seeing.
Yeah.
But her combo finisher
is like 5 hits.
maybe 6.
Yeah.
And that makes her spectacular when we're talking about using gears that rely on combo enders, that trigger on combo enders.
Yeah, because of course we've been talking for a while about taking advantage of people with the most hits on their combo ender for Razagul Scimitar.
Right.
Which is like the Joker, Nightwing, everybody like that. And this is just that cranked up to 11.
Well, is it Joker? Joker still only does 1. Nightwing definitely does 2.
Joker have 2?
Deadshot does 2. Some of the versions of Raven do 2. But it's the bigger part. I mean, that's obvious to most people, right? The more combo ender hits you do, the better. But what's not so obvious is that there's the opportunity. Actually, let's watch this for a little bit. It's the opportunity cost. So you see, we've got Static here geared the way we like them lately with the 4th row gear set, and we're just going to bring her in and watch. So even if Kilowog does not come in, so you don't get the stun effect, look at that. So now somebody who's got more patience than us can play that video in slow motion and see how many hits actually triggered on that.
Yeah, frame by frame.
And I think this part is, see, it does really nothing, and I think that swing is the animation that would let you get extra hits from your Green Lantern teammates. Look at that. That is spectacular. Alright, and here what you're seeing is how you see Arkham Knight was trying to do a combo, and it prioritized Jessica Cruz's special over that, right? So most times, your special, if you want, it's like a quick attack in Pokemon.
Yeah.
It'll go first if you're both going at the same time. And, and I should mention Man of Steel, again, one of the old guys. It's perfect time now that there's a Man of Steel pack back in the store to really show how useful he can be. And so, if you were paying attention at the beginning, he's geared as sort of a special specialist, but to really take advantage of stun, because he's got Cloak of Destiny. And so he can do a spectacular amount of damage. And he's got a 1-hit high damage special too. So if we bump into Raven Prime, he's going to be our counter to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think he's alright, so they're all geared. Nobody's really a problem, because what you want to look for is the LexCorp gear. Because if you use the combo ender instead of Razagul Scimitar. Alright, so Razagul Scimitar, forgot to mention, Razagul Scimitar and Gauntlets of Azrael both process on the combo ender and for each hit. So she does a huge amount of heal, as you can see, for herself and for the team with the gauntlets. And she does more than a bar of power drain because of Razagul Scimitar.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the thing. Even if somebody's got LexCorp, you might just decide anyway to use her combo ender anyways, because it does so much heal. And even if it gives them power, what you could always do is maybe drop in Static to take the hit and absorb a huge amount of get power himself.
Yeah, that's
true. That's unfortunate. Okay, I was trying to be a little bit fine there and try to get combo under to drain her before she could do her special, but her special prioritized before my tap combo, which is still relatively quick.
I really like the animation of the tap combo too. It's good stuff.
One question I've got is whether the freeze that Kilowog does is the equivalent of a stun, and what we should do is try to take advantage of that by the next time it happens. Maybe drop in Man of Steel Superman and see if he can do something with that. Alright, watch this. This is going to be sweet.
That's a lot.
Ooh, 300,000!
That's a lot of damage.
Alright, that's spectacular. I feel like Donald Trump a little bit because I'm using the same word over and over again. Spectacular,
Huge.
Which is really tremendous. I mean, it was like, it is a brave new world, and he's not even augmented. He could actually do more if his damage were augmented more.
Yeah, I know, and he's getting into the White House soon too.
Oh yeah, Man of Steel Superman, not Donald Trump. I can wish. All right, so let's see these guys. I forgot to check their
gear.
Gear.
Oh well.
Yeah, you know what? even if one of them has Lex Core, because that's really the only concern, we'll just go ahead and do it. It'll heal everybody. They get a little bit of power. Like I said, Static is the perfect counter to both that and the League of Assassins gear set.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really like, I mean, I like that she's really a high level character without actually giving her way higher stats. It is just the combo ender, and as long as you play her right and you understand. Alright, so let's see.
Look at that.
Where's Kilowog? There's Kilowog. Oh crap! Alright, I went for the special too soon. But actually, Man of Steel Superman doesn't have anything to come in with, so it'd be hard to tell. I guess we could have done a basic combo or something if we brought him in, but I always like doing this special and really taking advantage of that stun. If that's what it is.
Yeah, because I guess it is really a stun. It's whether the game counts it as one, right?
Yeah.
It's effectively a stun for
Oh,
us.
he broke my block. I hate when he does that on his special. And because there's nothing in it that should, it just does every once in a while. And Static's got a really good rhythm. Like this is what we mean when we say juggle. It's very easy to just keep on doing his swipe combo over and over, even though it's not particularly fast. The timing is perfect.
Perfect. Oh no, didn't get a combo.
I've actually noticed that the combo ender is hard to do when you're fighting against somebody who's stunned. Oh, I love this. Oh, Kilowog. Oh, too late.
That one hit, you abandoned shit partway through. So you took out off the stun, but you didn't actually take advantage of the combo. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's really good.
So it's really forgiving too, right? With when you've got Gauntlets of Ours. All right. So what I was saying earlier was the problem is if you've got somebody who's got high damage, in order to take advantage of Gauntlets of Azrael, you've got to give up some of that damage. You've got to take a slot that you could use to increase their basic damage or increase their crit chance, and replace it with something that will give them a bit more health and a chance of healing, or whatever, life drain. So yeah, because that Wonder Woman. Oh, okay, so there's LexCore gear enough to reverse power drain. The dark side can be annoying like that, and clearly augmented. But it's the opportunity cost, right? So what you're doing is you take somebody who could do way more damage, and so they can heal, but heal usually only matters when things go a little bit longer than you want to. If you're lucky enough and you're playing it right, high damage is enough to finish the fight really quickly.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting kind of fight, because I guess if you really want to take advantage of her, what you do is instead of using Static and Superman, you'd be picking a couple of gold Green Lanterns.
Just to let her get those extra hits on her second special.
Yeah. I mean, Red Lantern Hal Jordan is actually not bad, even though he has been nerfed. John Stewart Green Lantern is great.
Yeah, so those are some pretty good Green Lanterns.
I guess you could also use a Sinestro Green Lantern too.
That's true. Yeah, I think the naming convention was funny for some of the characters in this update, right?
Yeah. Now, it wasn't worth bringing in Man of Steel Superman because she had so little health left. And if I'm going to bring him in and use up some of his power on a stunned guy, I'd want it to be, I don't know, maybe a little bit, get more out of it. Like, well, what the heck? So much for that, eh? I just can't, sometimes I just, when you're playing, it's, you get into habits and you sort of touch the wrong button, even though intellectually you're thinking, yeah, this is my other plan.
Yeah. But wasn't the naming convention of this update a little bit kind of funny? Because they were all the Rebirth characters, but for Wally West, Jessica Cruz, they're not even their hero names, right?
Right.
And they've done like Red Lantern and Hal Jordan.
Clearly, you can see by their cards, the support cards.
Yeah, they're obviously still Green Lantern and Flash characters. But for like Red Lantern Hal Jordan, it was a little bit more of there we go. It looks like
300.
Visually they're stunned. It looks like they're...
Well, no, but the damage was, for sure. And the only question is if it's consistently every time, because it's possible that the stun was from the tag in on the Cloak of Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
So it's possible it was that, but if we do it enough and the percentage is really high, then you know it's not. I want to say about Apocalypse Darkseid, one of the reasons why he's so good on defense is because we all know the AI gets to complete their combo if you block. Your combo stops if it's blocked. So they always finish their combo. He always gets his combo ender, so he always gets his random effect. which makes me think that Rebirth Jessica Cruz would be pretty good.
Oh man, yeah.
On defense, because she always finishes her combo. She's going to do a whole bunch of stuff, including
drain.
Yeah,
a bunch, heal a bunch.
It's not even the damage, right? Because if you block it, then there's less heal. It's that power drain is going to be
killer.
Yeah,
yeah. You'd really have to juggle effectively.
And she's got high enough stat, I think, that she'll draw a lot of defensive battles. I think she'll fit in with Injustice 2 Superman and Injustice 2 Aquaman. I guess we'll see that now, actually, in the last few fights of this Ultimate.
For her extra hits, it's actually probably not as important for defensive play because you're not going to be getting her second special off nearly as often.
Yeah. That's right. So then it doesn't matter to team her up with Green Lanterns. Because, I mean, I guess it really depends on how often you do a special, too. I hate all the Aquaman because they're usually so fast when I'm trying to juggle them, but that looks like even Static's swipe combo. Ooh, that was a mistake.
That was a lot.
That was a mistake. Uh-oh. And they're ahead of us, but
look at that heals, though.
Yeah.
That's some pretty insane combo.
All right,
heals.
perfect.
Nice,
perfect.
And it burned through that.
Yep, so
can
now
you get the tap combo off before he gets a special?
I'm going to try.
Oh,
no combo under.
Oh, and he didn't use it. That was very dramatic. Look at how much life drain that is. He still got off a special 1.
Ooh,
but
you know what? I almost wish he'd gotten his special 2 down instead because he's got 4th world gear, right? So he's healing a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
There we go.
Now, it won't tell us how much he's done until we see at the end, but I think that was that must have been crit too.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Perfect.
Burn
through?
Yep. Yeah, because it would have been hard to get Jessica in and try to drain, because I don't know that we would have been able to get the combo in properly.
Yeah, so might as well get her in once the healing's already done, too. Good news is he can't swap out now. Yeah, so the...
Oh, see, combo under's not showing up.
So the visual effect definitely looks like it's a stun, though, for that.
Well, that's 2 for 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
There we go. No power for you. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah, he's out. All right. So that early mistake did not cost us that badly, because really, Static on this team is the anchor, because he's a staller, and he's got enough offensive firepower from his specials.
Yeah, and that was some pretty crazy healing, too.
Yes. It's almost as good as Blackest Night Martian Manhunter.
Almost, yeah. And
well,
much more reliable and not a glitch.
Right, and you don't need special circumstances to do it, right? You don't have to have it just right. So now we get into what we call the championship rounds. Superman. Right, because these are usually the hardest fights you're going to see. They're going to be unbalanced. Oh, so we're facing 2 Elite 8s. The Superman, Justice 2 Superman and Justice League Wonder Woman are both Elite 8. Well, let's do our glitch for the free recharges.
There we go. Didn't even see the beginning of the ad.
Yeah. If you time it right, when it just grays and then you hit back, then you just totally skip everything.
Which apparently, even if we're getting sponsored, we would not be allowed to show. That is one of the few things that you're not allowed to do on YouTube.
Is have it run an ad?
Yeah, just totally embed somebody else's ad that they've just made.
Yeah.
So we would accidentally be violating terms of service without even getting anything.
So Jessica Cruz is a perfect example, actually, of out of the power creep, how it's really creating a really cool kind of no combo under, a really cool character without just relying on stat.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite kind of interesting but viable things, right? Mm-hmm. Where like a lot of the people who see it, you can tell as soon as you do a combo under, oh, okay, so that's what that's for, right? So it's not like you'd have a hard time.
Oh, no drain. Yeah,
hard time figuring it out, but.
See, did you see that? I tried to tag in Static, but and he's got drain protection. Oh, I touched the wrong guy.
Oh, crap. Oh, there we go.
Alright, I think this is not looking good.
Well, that's why that's why they pay us the big bucks.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. If you had any doubts to the 6th and 7th fights being the really, really hard ones, there you go.
Well, think about it too, right? We've got Static and Man of Steel Superman who are old school. Their stats aren't that high, and we're facing 2 Elite 8s. And all 3 on the new power creep guys. Oh, crap. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Alright, so we're facing 2 guys. We got Static. This is where you really see his value as a tank with offensive capabilities.
Yeah, because if he was just a tank by himself, he wouldn't be able to do as well here, especially against all the healing that he's coming up
it's his
against.
power gen.
Yeah.
It's his passive. It really is his passive.
There we go.
I was not expecting that. I did not expect that to do enough damage when he's blocking. Now, this is good. With anybody else, this would be a painfully long war of attrition. I'm not saying it's going to be short, but it's going to be faster because anytime, excuse me, Injustice 2 Superman heals his, he's going to be giving us power. I gotta break his passive shield.
Yeah. Wow.
So the best is do the timing. Oh well.
That's good enough.
Sometimes when you do a combo, and then you wait for the pause that you would normally do for the juggle, instead of hitting the swipe combo again, you can usually get a passive in unblocked.
Yeah. Crap.
That's okay. If he's gonna heal way more than he's not gonna heal nearly all of it because he was almost full health anyways.
Yeah.
So let's maybe build up some extra power.
That's good,
and
so
drop
that you
a
can
few.
burn them all at once.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't it, because he's still got a bar power. So maybe what we'll try is to build up to 3, stun him,
and then
get
get
him with a special
once.
2.
Yeah.
To do some high damage.
Special 2, then a special 1.
No special 1 and then special 2.
Oh, special 1 is stun.
Well, I guess if we're gonna get it anyways, like what I like is oh, crash. Or actually, technically not a crash. I think it's because my thick fingers are touching the minimize by accident. So
yeah, people will be able to go back and check.
there you go.
Crap, he's just still at full health.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? We want to just make sure we're at full health ourselves when we start. So we'll get some power. Thank you very much, Superman. There's our power. Let's build up some more. And we can get a good juggle on because he's at full health, right? Like, look, his
heals are
regen
still,
is not really doing him very much, right?
Crap.
That's okay. Now he's going to give us our 3rd bar.
Oh, thick
Fingers. All right, give us our 3rd bar. All right, now we just got to wait for the perfect opportunity to stun him. All right, now we pause. Stun. Oh, no. Next one will stun. There we go. Right? The pause for the juggle. Stun. And then special 2. And hope this is enough to take him for his
close.
revive. Yeah. The beauty of it is we have a power drain, right? Because of the gear, so he lost his bar that he could have regened on.
And he's gonna hopefully not regen. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's okay now. Because now he's already used up his revive or whatever.
Yeah. There we go, not even back up to full. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take
We
that.
got a special 2 lined up. Are you gonna go for the 3rd? Nope, there we go. This should be enough. There we go.
Good night. Now that was a lot more painful, longer than I wanted, but that was from screwing up and letting Jessica Cruz and Man of Steel Superman get knocked out.
Yeah. So there we go. He really can.
He can carry a team, but I don't know.
Real slow.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to do that every time. That was like more than 3 minutes.
Yeah. And most of that was just on the last guy.
So let's do something a little different. Let's not screw up this time. Oh, okay. So Cassandra King back row is going to be interesting. We want to make sure that when she tags in, we're doing a special. Now, all right. So that loadout, that's crap loadout for Cassandra King back row on defense because her passive means that she never stuns on tag in. She'll do her 25% damage, but then you don't have to worry about her getting a stunned special 1 as soon as she tags in.
Yeah.
Back row you do. Bane, Luchador Bane you do, but Cassandra King back row you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Because if she tags in the stuns, her passive breaks it. Oh, I love starting with the combo.
Oh man, look at that damage. It's a lot of damage too.
Oh crap! I meant to bring in Man of Steel again.
You know, I wasn't looking for it before, but now that you've mentioned it, it looks like almost every single time they're stunned, you don't get a combo ender. I haven't totally noticed that. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So that's the other way, is to be in the middle of special, just trigger special just as she's coming in. Thank you for the power.
That was great,
That's
huh?
fun, yeah.
Perfect timing.
See how that to finish the combo, and you pause like you're gonna juggle, but instead of doing another combo, You do your special. Give us your power. Really. Just hand it over right now. There you go. You knew you wanted to, Deadshot. And now let's stun him. There's a pause, right? So, like, you're going to juggle, but then you do special instead, and then you can get it unblocked.
That's one.
Ooh, sweet. Alright, let's see how much damage. Oh, and I got the... It cost us nothing.
AoE, right? Oh.
And now we can use our special to break his shield.
And now we have another one. Oh, and he's already pretty much dead. There's the overkill. There we go.
But he's not stunned, so see, what a difference.
That was much easier than the 6th fight.
Yeah, you know what? Part of it is just not screwing up, right?
Yeah. So, there we go. Let's get our battle points.
Let's see how much damage he did. Holy crap. Okay, so
That's
450,000 in 9 seconds.
Wow.
That's probably the best. That's like 50,000 damage per second.
Okay.
Alright, so verdict is Jessica Cruz is a huge winner.
Yeah.
And she's amazing. And she can be the heavy lifter on a team. Spectacular.
Yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching.
Is that my new word, spectacular?
I guess so. Especially if you've watched all the way to the end. We'll see you guys next time.
Komoda.